What back here with Joey Work, Holden, Cush. I would consider this basically on time for us. Again, we were held up by Holden, but we're here. I'm excited to have a little bit of a bounce back myself today, and obviously doing the show with you guys as well. Holden, I like the hair. It's like kind of
fucking sucked yesterday.
Like,
what happened, dude? Listen, JJ. In all seriousness, you're an amazing bettor. We all have our shitty days, right? You're gonna bounce back today. I'm telling you today, whatever you got, 7 units on every bet. No pressure.
Oh my goodness.
Bankroll management. It's beautiful.
So I'm excited today. I'm going to go bowling with a few friends.
Yes. Get a little practice in.
Yeah, I could use it. So I will be going this afternoon. Probably play 3 or 4 games. I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah. Then next weekend is the big bowl off. Joey Work versus JJ. $500 on the line. He's getting 60 handicap pins. If anybody wants any action, side action, hit me in the DMs.
Yeah, I mean, Joey said he averages about 200, not 240. So that's where the 60 pins came in.
My average is 212 right now in my league.
If Joey puts up 240, there's no doubt I'm going to lose. So we'll see. We'll see.
If he has an off day, you got a shot.
Yeah, I also never bowled at the place we're going to. So, there's a little.
What does that matter?
Seriously. So you don't know it.
No, I'm not a bowler. What does that matter?
I did bowl in college as well. But so say I go to, a regular house shot, I can miss by this much and still strike. I can throw the ball anywhere from here to here and still strike. But if like in college or in the pros, you got to hit this line. If not, you ain't going to strike. So depending on the house, the oil patterns, that's what it really is. The oil patterns is the difference. But JJ, I heard, throws a straight ball, so I'm not really scared.
JJ, you need to, I think the oil is going to hurt you personally.
Not when you throw a straight ball. It doesn't matter for him.
So for me, I've this is probably my favorite alley, or maybe my second favorite alley that I
his favorite alley, his favorite balls, and he's still gonna get waxed.
I will likely. I want to be clear. I will likely get beat. I felt a real sharp number with 75 pins. I felt that was a really sharp number.
Yeah, I wasn't giving him 75 pins.
I agreed to 60. I agreed to 60. But I still think I'm live. I still think I'm live because
it is live.
I know. I know. I should be able to close most of my spares, which should attain all spares.
Definitely live. He shoots 160. It's going to be a tough, close game for sure. 150 is going to be close, depending on where we're at.
And what's on the line here, boys?
500 bones.
500 cheese.
I mean, that's not that light. It's a nice little one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I'm bringing cash.
Cash?
Oh yeah, straight. I'm gonna hand Joey like a check for $250. I'm gonna hand Joey a check for $250, a money order for another $100. I'm thinking like $100.
An IOU.
I'm thinking of $100 worth of quarters. Might go to the bank, get them exchanged. I'll have my 500 though. Don't worry.
A guy I used to do a show with owed me $300, and I kid you not, he paid it in pennies, and the shipping on the pennies was like $800. He's just this rich motherfucker, just to be a dick. He packed it with pennies, and he like 2-dayed it, and I was just so pissed off. And then I had to go to the coin machine and dump that shit.
I might go buy like a $50 T-shirt or something, and then hand Joey the receipt. So Joey can go and return it. There's 50. There's 50 right. There's 50 right there, Joey. There's So I'm gonna make him work. I'm gonna make him work for the 500.
There you
go.
So
if anyone's in Jersey or the tri-state area, where can they find you bowl? Because I think people would want to go to this.
I don't think we're gonna tell them where we're bowling because we don't need any randos showing up, weirdos. Yeah. But we possibly might stream a little bit of it, So if you want, you want the explicit content, subscribe to Run Pure Bets, and it'll be on a private YouTube for only subscribers, and you get some side bets in.
I would mushroom stamp them, JJ, and then run away, and then hopefully that fucks with
just run away.
Yeah. Off season. I mean, a couple of days ago, I was talking about my bowling league, and this guy basically, we were the last people done. This guy's talking about his death metal, talking about his ex-girlfriend from high school. Like, this guy he was Chatty Cathy would not shut up and just kept talking to me because I bowled in the league with him in 2007, and he remembers me. He's like, "Oh, you remember 2007?" He's telling me what university I went to. This guy, craziness, and I'm like, "Bro, just shut the fuck up and bowl." And no joke, we were the last people done out of 40 fucking lanes. Last people done. It's not like we bowled bad either because this guy wouldn't shut up. And off season said JJ paid that guy to distract Joey. That's smart, smart man.
Were you on the college bowling team?
I was. Yeah,
I took a class bowling in college at Kansas because that was a great class too. I enjoyed it because you can just go there drunk and
we went to Vegas. We went to Vegas for tournaments every year. We drove to Indianapolis. Yeah, our coach was 30 years old, so we had some fun.
Where'd you go to school?
We got kicked out of Sacred Heart University in Connecticut.
Where'd you go, JJ?
I didn't go to college.
Your dad's school?
I mean, I think my dad did one semester at Miami. That's like, I mean, that's the extent of what college looks like on my end.
I mean, you're smart. I'm fucking still paying college back. So
let's get going here.
No comment.
Honestly, Joey, 8 years, I paid it off at 39.
Yeah.
I paid it off, just put that shit on deferment. And then finally we started making enough money where it's like, fuck it. Here, take all of it.
Yeah. I'm paying it every month.
All right. You're out at 10 till. So let's hustle here. We're going to start coming up in a little less than an hour. It's the Cardinals and the Pirates. The Pirates plus 140 on the money line. Cards minus 157. Total here is 9 today, guys. I'm looking at this in the pitching matchup. Will Crow. Crow's had some decent starts. He's been up and down. I wonder if he's turned a corner, Joey, and then Hwang Young Kim on the other side with the Cards.
Yeah, so Kim, this will be his second start since coming back off of the IL. He only pitched 2 1/3 or 2 2/3 last time out versus Detroit, so I expect him to be on a short leash again, maybe 3-4 innings at max, because he's only pitched – this is one start. He only had one rehab start in Nashville as well. So I really don't expect much from him. And this Cardinals bullpen, according to my numbers, is worse than baseball. I don't trust them at all. With that said, Will Crow is not really somebody I'm interested in backing. Essentially, I'll be off this game, but I'm not totally against taking the Pirates team total here.
JJ, go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm with Joey that while I want to back the Pirates team total here, man, they've let me down so many times this year. And I'm sure you could look at their record and see how many times they let me down. But look, the Orioles haven't let me down near as much, and their record is near the same. But Pittsburgh and their bats have been just so difficult to predict. Granted, this is a spot that you would think makes sense. I mean, they have enough righties to put pressure on Kim. But then again, you look at the bottom of their lineup, and it's just like they basically have almost 4 automatic outs at the bottom of it, which is tough to kind of get runs. And if they hit a few out, it'll help. But even Kevin Newman at the top of the order, I mean, this is a dude that Newman bats 8th for this team. So overall, I'm going to be off this game. I can't lay $160 behind Kim on the road either. So it's just an off spot for me.
Not going to do it. All right. Stick a fork in that one. Rays, Orioles. And here we are again. Every Sunday, I'm watching the fucking Orioles game. And it seems like they're playing the Rays.
Yeah, for real.
Every freaking show, right?
For real. They're losing. They're losing after 5, and they come back and freaking win.
Well, that was the thing last night. You know what? Let me tell you real quick about the live betting thing. I don't know how many of you live bet. I know Joey does, and JJ, obviously we do. I have been, and last night again, Diamondbacks, Orioles bullpens. The better team down late in the game, just bet the plus money. And I know it's like, oh, it's so simple, but it has been a good way to win money this season. I enjoy betting these games live. Last night, I got the Rays team total over 5.5. at 135. Now it's 145, so I really can't recommend that. But Rays minus 225, Orioles plus 210. Spencer Watkins, 4th start against the Rays in his last 8 starts overall. Total is 10 here. JJ, come on, man. What are we doing? Can you do anything with this?
Yeah, so I can't back the O sticks here because I like to back the O sticks against guys that get pummeled by right-handed bats, whether you're righty or lefty. Some guys have those reverse splits as right-handed pitchers. Archer, the sample size is fairly small this year, but we know he hasn't been a great pitcher the last few years. With that said, the total is probably a bit big. I truly think you could maybe target O's under their number. But man, I can't do that. I haven't made one O's team total under all season, so that's not going to start today. Because losing would be quite tilting for me there. And look, it's as Joey said, and Holden hinted at as well. This team's unbelievable, whether they're down or tied late. The doors just get blown off this bullpen again, specifically against the Rays. Like if you take out the Rays numbers against this bullpen, this is not the worst bullpen in baseball. Like they're a bad bullpen, but like what the Rays specifically do to this bullpen has been, incredible, to be honest. And it's actually sample size, I continue to say, is growing far larger than to say it's an anomaly. But either way, yeah, I think you can go by if this is a low scoring game late or a close game late and the Rays are losing, just bet their team total over it. It's almost like you can guarantee they're going to get 3-4 runs off this pen late. Yeah. It's been happening for the last, 5 or 6 series.
Joey, the Rays are like amazing. The Rays are like 17-2 against this freaking Orioles team. It's crazy. And, as you mentioned, like the Orioles have been in most of these games, and then the bullpen just comes in and see you later. Do I trust Spencer Watkins? Absolutely not. And it looks like it's going to be Archer for probably about 2 innings, and then they're going to hand it over to lefty Josh Fleming. If you look at this Baltimore lineup today, though, not very good. They got Mullins, Mountcastle, Mancini, and then the rest of the lineup is, I know DJ Stewart's pretty good with the bat, but, he's not the best. And then they just go down. Jorge Mateo, Jamel Jones, Gutierrez wins. Like, this team is not very good right now. I would say lay the 1.5 with the Rays, but I'm even seeing you got to lay 2.5. -1.5 is almost like -150. So, yeah, I'm off this game. No, thank you.
You can't do it. And listen, I kind of went to the school of Joey Work and JJ here. I do not like laying anything more than 130, 135. But when I saw it last night at 135, I'm like, I can't see them not hitting this. 145 is a lot, but that's about as far as I'll go. Yeah. And I'm with you. We've got one guy in there who's like, I hit the Rays plus 550. I hit the Rays plus 580, and it was a very good night. I mean, it's as simple as that. They're down 3-0. They were at plus 900 last night too, Bobby M.
That's excellent.
Yeah, when they were down 3-0 and the Orioles had like second and third and one out, or maybe a runner on third, it was 900. It was absolutely fascinating. Diamondbacks Phillies, here's another team. You could just go after them live. If the Diamondbacks are ever up at any point in time in this game, go for it. I will. -175 for the Phillies. Diamondbacks plus 155. Total here is 8.5. So the pitching matchup, boy. I don't know.
Ranger Suarez versus
Suarez and Bumgarner. Yeah. That's the only thing, is that the pitching matchup here is, I like Bumgarner the way he's pitching. Suarez, he's got a great matchup. JJ, Arizona, Philly.
Yeah. So I did this. I don't know if it was these two, not specifically, but Bumgarner, his last start, I bet first 5 under. I like the first 5 under here again. It's going to be one of my best bets. It's 4.5 -115 at FanDuel. You might be able to find a little better number, but it's probably not going to get much better than that. It's a few things. So first of all, I know Bumgarner pitched very poorly in his last start. And there was a lot of foot traffic, a lot more than we've been accustomed to with Bumgarner. I do believe this is a decent spot for him to bounce back, though. This is an early start for the D-backs, but it doesn't really worry me too much. But what I do really like about this spot is the lineups for both teams.
Both lineups.
So the lineups for both these teams are, you got Bonifacio batting 5th for Philly. Sure, there's some issues at the top of the lineup for Philly that could cause Bumgarner problems. But, again, Bumgarner's been a really good innings eater. And Ranger Suarez – look, not exactly much to love about Suarez. I mean, look, I get it. You look at his ERA and it's excellent, but the surface stuff is regression's coming. I mean, granted, you could just look at it and think, oh, well, he's probably pitching really good. And don't get me wrong, he hasn't been bad by any means, but again, he has regression coming. I necessarily don't think it's necessarily going to be here though. This Diamondbacks lineup can be forgiving. And then you look at how you got Nick Ahmed leading off. Andrew Young.
Nick Ahmed's good.
I mean,
today.
Good compared to the rest of the bats on that team.
Well, he's got the splits today too. I love Nick Ahmed. Just saying, it's the one guy in the line.
I like it even more. I like it even more. No, but like I said, you look at this lineup and it's legitimate. I know I say this often, but 2 black holes, the bottom of these lineups, which to me is only going to help. Now, sure, 8.5 total at Philly isn't something I love, especially with these bullpens. That's why I prefer first 5, and that's why I like first 5 the most. But yeah, best bet, first 5 under 4.5 Philly Diamondbacks.
Let me find some Nick Ahmed props here. I can't find.
I agree with JJ here. I really like the look. I think Ranger Suarez is going to have a good start here. He's been really good as of late. As we mentioned, these lineups not very scary at all. And stay with the first 5 because we know how bad that Phillies bullpen is. Both bullpens really bad, but I think Phillies is even worse. So I know Holden was mentioning earlier, like if Arizona gets a lead, take Phillies. I'm not crazy about that.
Really? Why not?
Because the Phillies bullpen is so bad. I know
it is.
Girardi's going to get as much out of Suarez as he can. Even last start, he pushed him to the brink. He's been pushing all the starters to the brink because he even knows how bad that bullpen is.
You know what? It worked last night. Doesn't mean it'll work today. But I think as bad as the Phillies bullpen is, the Arizona bullpen is actually worse. But listen, that's two different ways to go about it. Can anybody find me a total bases on Nick Ahmed so I can make a spite play this morning?
Nothing.
Just a spite play. That's all I want. The guy's getting on base. Maybe home run prop. I'm not going to go that far. Blue Jays and Tigers. Tigers plus 145. Blue Jays minus 175. Total in this game is 9. Barrios is going to the mound today, and 3 innings at his last start, 5-1. He's not going deep into these games. He's actually been bad since going over to the American League. Matt Boyd, lefty on the other side against the Toronto offense, which continues to not consistently put up runs, guys. Joey Work, what do you got on this, if anything?
Yeah, I don't have anything. I really can't trust Toronto's offense as of late. That's for damn sure. And, I guess the lineup is somewhat better today, but if you've been looking at the lineup without who the guy they got from Houston, it's not really that scary anymore, especially as of late. They got like Dickerson's in there, who's basically a homer strikeout guy. Obviously Grichuk's back. Kevin Smith is in there. It's not really that scary. This could be like somewhat of a toss-up. In my opinion, this would be somewhat of a toss-up. I think the value is on Detroit here. Matthew Boyd has been really good. I think he hasn't pitched in a while, though. That's he's been reinstated from the 60-day DL. So this is his first start since June 14th, which is really scary, and I don't want to back him there. Essentially, I'm off, but I think, the line should be closer to even money here.
Would you have any issues with the Toronto team total under 5.5?
Toronto team total under 5.5. Yeah. I'm just not sure what I'm going to get out of Matthew Boyd coming off the 60-day, IL. So I'm just going to stay away.
JJ, anything on this game?
Yeah, so I'm a little different here. I think the price is a little too short for Toronto. Barrios is an absolute monster versus right-handed bats. And up and down the Tigers lineup is practically all right-handed bats. Their lefties are really guys they platoon outside of Baddoo. And again, Barrios, and while I don't like to target Barrios on the road often, which has kind of steered me away from this bet completely, he is just his advanced numbers against right-handed bats specific. He gets eaten up by lefties, but this team does not have a lot of threats from that side. And look, credit to Mangone yesterday. He loved the under. Full game. We debated on making our team collective best bet being Tigers under their team total yesterday, and he loved Manoah over the K's, which that got there as well. And I think it goes back to the point. Toronto's really just not hitting, which makes it tough to want to back them. And even a game yesterday was late. It could have went either way. I think it might have went extra innings. So either way, I know it's a big price. It's another spot where it's hard to fathom Detroit, finding runs today, especially early on. So, I'm more on the J side, which is normally not for me, but today specifically more on the J side.
All right, Joey's got something on the Cincinnati-Miami game. Tyler Mahle, who's in a smash spot against Miami. The Lizard King, Jesus Luzardo, who has had some issues, especially right-handers with a 280 ISO against him this year. They have been smashing. Joey, I know you got a bet here in the first 5. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so Cincinnati, obviously this line has moved a lot. I gave it out last night to Run Pure Bet subscribers about 9 p.m. We got the line right as it came out, and the line has definitely moved. But one of my best bets will be Cincinnati first 5, lay the half run. Mahle, obviously, now he goes into Miami, a great pitcher's park. I think he's going to do really good versus Miami team. They hit yesterday, but essentially, this team barely shows up with the bats. And Mahale's pitched, pretty good as of late. He pitched 1 bad start against the Cubs. Otherwise, he hasn't allowed more than 3 runs in his last 7 starts. So, and then Luzardo, this guy has been all over the place. If you watch him, his control, he's been walking so many people. Obviously, his last start, he didn't walk that many people. He gave up 10 hits, 5 earned. Start before that, 5 walks, 4 walks, 4 walks, 3 walks. You walk that many people, you're in for a recipe for disaster. And, this Cincinnati team, I think this is a great smash spot for him. Obviously, it is as I mentioned, in Miami. So, if they get a couple of people on base, score a couple of runs. I don't think they score a ton of runs, but first 5, lay a half run. I'm very confident in this play, so that'll be one of my best bets. Gave it out via minus 110 last night. I'm pretty sure that line is gone, but that's the advantage of being a Run Pure Bet subscriber.
Yeah, and the only thing from this one, the Reds offense has been a little skittish lately, but the Marlins offense is 5 times as worse. So no, it's a great look. JJ, do you want to tell Joey you hate the thing or you love it? I mean, what do you got?
No, yeah, I'm not against it at all. I think Mealy starts are really based upon his control, right? I mean, the dude walks a ton of guys, so if he doesn't walk as many guys as he normally does, I mean, this will be a cruise control victory. And I mean, I will say something about if you make multiple bets in a given day, you at least want to win the bets you feel you should win. Yesterday, the over 7.5 in this game. Again, when it rains, it pours. But you get 5 runs from the underdog in the first inning, and you hope that you'll get 3 more runs for the following 8 innings. But again, such is life. All you can do is put the head forward and move on.
What's wrong with Holden? Why is he acting like a proper host? From Adam.
Tell you what,
I had a lot of sex last night, and to be honest with you, I'm very tired and I'm relaxed.
Can we get a better understanding of what a lot of sex means? Is that like
at my age, anytime you can stick it in more than once, you're good. Had 2 sex outs last night. After the first one, I popped some Viagra. I knew the first one I'd get through. The second one was just as terrific.
Second one, same person.
She was
okay.
Same person, same holes. So
great.
Everything was great. Had a good time.
Adam, we gave him a little shit too. We gave him a little shit all week. So now he's on.
About what? What'd you give me shit about?
I don't know. I
don't either.
About your bad picks, you messing around.
Hey, man, I've been pretty good. Rum Pure doesn't condone Viagra usage. I'm 47.
We don't condone.
I hit it the first time. She wants it again 45 minutes later, so I know when I get done, she's got to run in there, pop 2 pills in my mouth. So, I'll admit it.
Yeah, let him do his thing. Who cares? He's 50 years old.
Yeah, what are you shaming me for, man? JJ, someday you're going to be as old as I am. Good luck getting through one bout. I still haven't showered either. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
You love
that's why he's glowing.
All right, so Adam, there you go. That's why I'm acting like a proper host. That really wasn't proper, was it? So, Indians, Red Sox. One of you guys has JJ, do you have this or is this?
No, it's me.
Joey, all right, just give it. Break it down.
Yeah, so I'm going with I'm going with the Red Sox first 5 here again. Lay the half run. Gave that out again -110 last night. Eli Morgan, I know he pitched, as decent, I guess, as of late, but he struggled last time versus Texas. He pitched good. He had really one good start versus Minnesota. He struggled versus Texas, Oakland, Detroit, Toronto. Strikeout numbers, somewhat shaky. He has been walking people as well. And so this is really a huge game for the Red Sox. They got the 2 teams that they're looking up at, or the 2 teams, fighting. The Yankees and Oakland are playing each other. So one of them is going to lose. So they're going to gain a game. If they win, they're going to gain a game on either of them. So, and Tanner Hoek, however you say his name, I think he's actually Hoek. I think he's Hauk, whatever. I think he's really good. I've watched him pitch versus the Yankees. I watched him pitch versus Tampa versus Toronto. And, he passes. He's really good. The eye test looks great for me. He has good strikeout numbers. He throws hard. He just has to limit the walks. And he has done that as of late, I think this is the first time the Indians are seeing him as well. So I really like the play. I'll be on Boston first 5 -0.5.
Boston first 5 -1.5. Nationals Mets. Oof. What do we want to do with McGill here going for the Mets against the Nationals? Huh?
Just let it go.
You're not going. You don't have any thoughts on this game. No. I know that you were there. He already gave his pick. Why am I going to you? Do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay, shut up.
Thanks,
Corey, no, I didn't pay. I didn't pay for this one. This is,
I said you have to pay.
The last 8 to 10 have been free. Well, I mean, you still got to pay for dinner and everything, but besides for that, everything's good. Washington, Eric Fetty against Tyler McGill. Oh, how can anyone stay off of this one? Nats +164, totals 8, Mets -185. JJ, I know you felt out since I didn't want your opinion on the last game. Let's go to you first.
Can I just understand quickly, though, why you say we're not going to want to be left out of this game? Like, what is so appetizing about this game to you?
I was being facetious.
Oh, okay.
He wants to bet the Mets -200 again.
I do not.
Okay, yeah. I mean, these are 2 pitchers I have very low IQ on. Fetty is a guy I've never gotten right in his career here in the majors. And McGill has been a bit Jekyll and Hyde. I thought he would throw a decent start. I think his last start was against the Giants. I thought he would throw a decent start there, and he didn't at all. So these are just two guys I don't really get right, and I'm just going to stay off this game entirely. And as you guys know, I don't really like to bet Nats games these days.
Why?
They're a team not trying to win games, and you're either paying extra tax on the other end, or you're betting on a team that's not trying to win games. So for me, they're just and that bit me yesterday, right? Because I bet on a Cubs game, which I said I wasn't going to bet on Cubs games. So yeah, I deserved that loss yesterday.
Jose wants to know if under 4 first 5 and that Philly Arizona game is solid.
Jose, I'm not sure your book, but if you shop around it, but you can definitely find 4.5. It's at plenty of spots.
Joey works.
Yeah, so McGill is like my long lost cousin. Not sure if you've seen his facial, but someone sent me a screenshot of him, said that's my brother. It is what it is.
What do you got here?
Yeah. So the Mets continue to have problems scoring runs. I mean, and they continue to strike out a really high clip. They played 26 games in August. They scored over 3 runs 9 times. I mean, if you're interested in backing a team like that, good freaking luck. Never mind at a heavy favorite price, And Fetty has actually picked pretty good as of late. Past month he had 26% strikeout rate. His advanced numbers are actually pretty good, and the Mets keep striking out. I mean, this is dog or pass again for me. I know I didn't play Washington yesterday, but I played them 2 days ago on the first 5 and the money line plus 180, plus 170. I mean, if you're in, this is dog or pass. I haven't made a move yet, but it's Washington or nothing.
Okay. Next game. Oh, you know what? Hold on. JJ, why don't you plug the site with football coming up? Because people, I don't like calling them freeloaders. Non-subscribers might want to get in on this right now.
Yeah, non-freeloaders. So yeah, Rump Your Bets, rumpyoursports.com. Yeah, should be a fun-filled week. U.S. Open is starting tomorrow with a ton of matchups, men and women's. So me and Spreado will have that hooked up on our side. College football has a decent slate. Starts Thursday, I believe, and then Friday, and then Saturday. There's a lot of college football this week, and I personally consider college football, college basketball my 2 best sports. So I'm looking forward to this year. More than, especially with how baseball's been going down the stretch. And then, of course, look, NFL right around the corner, right? So bets 25 off, get you 25% off. And again, super cost effective regardless. $60 without the discount a month, 15 for the week. And again, you get the month, you'll have the first few weeks of NFL included. Or if you're already a DFS member, just get bets and you get the bets portion for free with that promo code. So again, head over and check us out.
JJ, Anthony DeSclafani against the Braves. They got some good left-handers that can go up against DeSclafani. Ian Anderson is coming off the IL too. So let's break this game down. What do you got? Especially on the Brave side. I mean, is this a game that you could see them minus 134 though? It's kind of heavy. Plus 118 for the Gigantes and 9 is the total, JJ.
Yeah. I mean, the Giants are 6 wins away without a loss from winning 66% of their baseball games. This team has just been unbelievable this year. I did think it was a targetable spot to fade them yesterday, though, and of course they slammed that fist up my ass. This team has just been—they're just so good. I mean, from top to bottom, the lineup, their starting rotation. There's not a lot of guys that are household names by any means, but they just get it done. You look at their ERA, their bullpen's really good. This team is still giving the Dodgers fits. They've had the best record in baseball for what feels like the last 3 months. They've had an unbelievable season. And here, look, DeSclafani is very good against right-handed bats, not so much versus lefties. But the Braves are primarily these days right-handed bats. This will be a stay-off spot for me, though. With Ian Anderson coming back, I do believe there's a little extra variance with this game. Minus 130 maybe seems a bit high for the Braves, but overall, I like what I've seen from this team. I know that they let down yesterday, but I've liked what I've seen from this team, and I do think that they're going to be a tough out. Assuming they make the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out for whoever has to face them in the NL. They have good rotation guys at the top. Their bullpen isn't great, but it's I'd consider it average. And look, they have bats all over the place, up and down. So, but in this spot in particular, I'm going to lay off. I think the total at 9 is probably right. People might think that's a little high, but again, in Atlanta when it's warm, that total is about normal. So, I'm going to stay away.
Joey, work anything here? Stay away spot.
Yeah, I'm going to lay off 2 because DeSclafani is coming off the IL as well. And he didn't have any rehab start or anything. So the last time he pitched was August 18th, 1 in the 3rd. He somewhat hurt his ankle. They said they weren't really worried about it, but he hasn't pitched since. Obviously, he probably threw some bullpen sessions and whatnot, but it's also been, that's been 11 days he hasn't pitched. So I don't really know what I'm getting out of DeSclafani. Obviously, Ian Anderson off the IL as well, so I'm kind of nervous about him, but I definitely think Ian Anderson is a better starter of the two, and I somewhat lean Braves, but I'm not going to make anything official.
Can we talk about something Jordan Elmore had to say in the chat? Fuck DraftKings. They have some shitty lines on these games. Can't get either of these bets. There's got to be other books that
There's definitely other books.
Are you
also? If you're in a state, Jordan, where DraftKings is available, I'd assume you have other books available, whether it's FanDuel, MGM, 365. I mean, you're going to have other options.
Are you and Jordan, I don't know if you're a subscriber or not. I mean, you're going to get the best lines if you're a subscriber because you're going to see when Joey posts them and when JJ posts them, and then you're going to go and you're going to do that. There was like a K prop you had that
yesterday.
Yeah, and I don't know if it hit. I don't even care if it hit or not. You got a number. The number went up and the juice went up.
Yeah.
So again, you're getting stuff before everybody else. Let me just go check the Braves team total real quick. I bet it's 4.5. Yeah, it's 4.5. I'm not messing with that. Next game to get to. Are we doing a little Cubs White Sox? Is that where we are? Yeah, let's do some Cubs White Sox. Hendricks is a guy that I like to stay away from. But didn't he get blown up in his last start? I want to say, or at least early in that start. Who the hell knows? So. Maybe it was the Cincinnati game. No, it was Colorado. That was a bet that got me. Dylan Cease has been rocking and rolling. So what do we got here? It's tough to really bet the White Sox at minus 250. Cubs plus 225. Total here is 9. What do you think the White Sox do to Hendricks today, Joey?
I think he holds them down somewhat. Maybe they score 3 runs off him in 6, 2 runs off him in 6. I think this is a great spot for Dylan Cease personally. But obviously the line is craziness, and there's no way I'm interested in getting on this. Maybe from a DFS end with Dylan Cease. Otherwise, I am staying away from this.
His K prop 7.5. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean he's going to strike out like 10 people.
You think so?
Yeah.
He did strike out 10 in his last start against him at Wrigley. So.
He has great stuff. He just, his problem is locating the zone.
JJ, anything here?
Pass.
What'd you say?
Pass. P-A-S.
Why are you saying it like that?
I mean,
that's supposed to be pronounced.
You're supposed to say it a different way?
Like the French, like pièce. Add a little French to it.
Yeah. Milwaukee at Minnesota. And that is the Brewers minus 150, Twins plus 136, 9.5 is the total here. I mean, you can obviously see Griffin Jacks getting beaten up today. But on the other side,
here we go.
What?
Yeah.
Aaron Ashby.
If Griffin
Jacks going to give you 3 innings.
Watching, if somehow someone Griffin Jacks' family is watching, Holden thinks Griffin Jacks is a gas can.
I don't.
I didn't call him a gas can, but he's pretty close to a gas can.
No, he's not.
JJ?
So first of all, Aaron Ashby, I like what I've seen from him. I mean, I know it's 415, but a bunch of his advanced stuff has his numbers in like the 2s. He's been really good. And Griffin Jackson feels been a bit unfortunate. Now, the problem that I have with this game is at 9.5, these teams have severely live sticks. But you look at how the lineups came out today, and that's not really the case. A bunch of dudes sitting. I mean, Rob Refsnyder's in the 3-hole for the Twins, which is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, he's in my core.
So, yeah, I think overall, I would lean first 5 under.
Is in your core? Are you doing a core today?
Nah, I was gonna.
Griffin Jacks is not a gas can. I just wanted to tilt you. All right, JJ, sorry, buddy.
No need to backpedal, Holden. Once I bring the dude's family involved, that's when you start
I didn't
to
talk about his family, did I?
No, I was saying, but if the family's watching, you just want to know you think he's a gas can. But no, I think that both these guys have a bit inflated ERAs based on what their advanced stuff has been. But it's a Sunday where weird things happen. Either way, I think that this park, one of the bigger totals you'll see is like 10-ish. 9.5's big. It's not the biggest you'll see at this park. But with that said, I do think it's a bit high. So yeah, I would lean first 5 under. Probably get a 4.5 at dog money with a total 9.5, maybe even 5. But it's overall it's a pass, but it's a stronger lean for me first 5 under.
Joseph motherfucking Works Esquire III. Let's do it. What do you got here?
I mean, I don't expect Ashby to pitch long. Yeah, he's pitched 4 innings at most, 2 innings, and not even an inning. His 4 starts this year. So I expect 2 innings, 3 innings out of him. Even in the minors, He pitched one game over 4 innings the whole time. So this is going to be basically a bullpen game for Milwaukee. And as of late, this as I mentioned, this Twins team has been sneaky good. They scored a lot of runs yesterday. I'm pretty sure the wind's blowing out. I expect them to score again today. Now, what are we going to get out of Griffin Jacks? Okay, yeah, one bad start, his last start versus Boston. If you throw that out, he hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs in any of his starts since July 3rd. So he's started, I want to say 6-7 times since then, and he's pitched actually pretty damn good. Strikeouts, somewhat up. He has been limiting the walks except for the last start, so we're throwing that one out again. So I'm kind of with JJ first 5 under, I like. Otherwise, it's dog or pass again. You take the Twins or nothing here.
Okay. The next one is the Rangers going with Taylor Hearn, who's actually he's doing some live stuff. He'll get you 4 or 5 innings today. I know that that JJ actually has a play here going up against Greinke. Here's the lines. It is -220 for the Astros, +195 for the Rangers. The total here is 9, but you got a different total, right, JJ?
Yeah, I like the first 5 under here. So it's 4.5. I'm trying to see what's out right now as far as the best, but it looks like 112 probably gonna be the best number you're gonna see. First 5 under 4.5, -112. So first of all, Greinke is obviously an above average pitcher. He's not great by any means, not these days anyway. Doesn't strike anybody out, but as always, his walk numbers are low. Pitches to contact. His issue's kind of been the home run ball this season. But, I mean, there's not a lot that scares you on Texas in regards to home runs. And then on the other side, Taylor Hearn, sure, his ERA is 4. He's likely going to be a little higher than that, though, as far as the advanced stuff. His big issue is walks, okay, without question. He does give up the home run ball a bit, but biggest issue for sure is walks. He's good against lefties. Righties he does struggle a bit with. But, again, it's not super bad. I mean, 338 weighted OBA is below average for sure, but it's not awful. Overall, I look at these lineups as well today, and it's like nothing's like crazy. I mean, sure, Houston's starting most of their guys, but Texas really isn't. You're going to need probably a lot of help from Houston here to get this to push this over. And behind the plate is CB Buckner, somebody who argues one of the biggest pitchers umpires in baseball. So I think that helps us as well. Overall, first 5 under 4.5. I like it -112.
Joey Work, what do you got?
Pass.
Yes.
Okay, my best bet today.
Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, boy.
Cowboys under 16. Cowboys team total under 16
Oh.
is my best bet today.
Can you wait till the end of the show to at least tell us your fucking football plays?
No, that was my one play. That's my best bet today.
Yeah,
Actually, my best bet is coming up in this next game. This is my best bet.
All right.
So when we had your dad on, JJ, your dad has always said, don't lay the run line with the home teams. It's stupid. And your dad was on, and I said, hey, guess what I'm doing today? I'm laying the run line with the home team. Today we got the Doyers and the Rockies, and Senzatella gets to get beaten up again.
Just give him a timeout after we hear him fucking play.
Why?
Go. Keep going.
No. If you're going to give me a timeout, just do it now.
No, wait. We're waiting to hear your best bet.
No.
So, hi guys, my name's Holden. My best bet is going to be the LA Dodgers -1.5 against Anthony Senzatella.
Right.
I'd love to hear the breakdown for why you want one of the chalkiest teams in baseball.
No, fuck this
There's
shit.
no breakdown. He just wants
he
wants to play it, and then he wants a timeout, so he doesn't have to give a breakdown.
Bet it and win.
-125. He's giving out.
Holden's like, here's my breakdown. Bet it and win.
I got a 110.
110. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Great play.
It is now. Senzatella is going to get murdered. The Dodgers are going to kill him. Just go with it.
Senzatella off the best start of the year.
Good job
against the Cubs. 6 innings.
Yeah. So you're going against this.
6 strikeouts.
I'm 4-2 against you. We're about to go 5-2.
4-2. Now we're just making up numbers.
I think I thought I was 5-1.
You lost like the last 2. You lost the last 2.
Hold on,
I haven't. No, we split the last 2.
I think you're 7-2. I think you got your numbers right.
7-2. See, JJ's been doing this. 7-2.
Oh my goodness.
In all honesty, I think it's only 4-2. But yeah, go do that. Make fun of me. Go fuck yourself. Anybody else have anything on this game? You know what? Put that on the fucking sheet. I have not had anything on the sheet since college basketball. Put the goddamn play on the sheet.
Like as square as you're gonna get. Fucking Mitch White, taking Mitch White. All right.
Holden, it's going on the sheet for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Going on the sheet.
Appreciate that. Sheet play.
Put it on the losing side.
Just to let everyone on the show know, Holden does have permission to said sheet, but I'm happy to put it on for him.
Yeah.
I don't know how to post on the sheet.
He needs people holding his hand.
No one has given me the password.
I don't know how to post on this sheet.
I don't know how to post on the sheet. Where do I find the fucking sheet?
Don't even. We're good. We don't need him. We don't need him posting his plays. We're good.
Right.
Once in a while we can post for him.
Yeah. Jaguars under 16. Or Cowboys.
Jaguars.
16. That's better. If you parlay the Dodgers run line and the Cowboys under 16, I bet you get a great price on that. Unload it, 12-unit play. Anything else in this game, guys?
PSA Run Pure Bets does not advise Holden's parlays.
Correct. Yeah. Very rare.
All right, we got 2 games left.
I will not parlay that.
2 games left.
We do. Royals Mariners.
I mean, this is easy for me. If you're betting the freaking Mariners here, good luck. Because, man, the Royals have been cash cows as of late. They won how many games? They won 9 of their last 12. They beat Seattle every game in this series, or they lost one of them. But either way, I mean, they've been dogs. Salvi Perez has hit a homer in 4 straight games. I know, they still got the same lineup in there today. Obviously, what's his name's out, the first baseman. I know he got scratched yesterday, but it didn't matter. They came back. They still won that game. Obviously, now we do get Brady Singer a righty versus Seattle because there's been lefties the last couple of days, and we know how bad they are versus lefties, and we've shown yesterday. And Marco Gonzalez, a lefty. So they do have the advantage of starting pitching. But, I mean, if you want to lay 150 with the Mariners as how they're playing lately, good luck. Dog or pass.
JJ.
I agree with Joey. I said yesterday on the show that, while the numbers might have made sense to want to back Seattle, you can't be jumping in front of this Kansas City train right now, especially in this series. They go for the full sweep. Look, overall, I don't like laying 150 with a guy like Marco Gonzalez anyway, but Brady Singer's been tough to watch at various times, but it's a confident team this series in the Royals. It's a pass for me, but as Joey said, I mean, you got some big nutters if you want to back Seattle, especially if you've been backing them. Like if you've been backing them this series, yeah, I wouldn't continue to go down that road.
Are you guys? This is Joey's team, the Yankees. Are you guys doing anything with Sunday?
Yeah, Yankees first 5, lay the half run. I mean, what? They lost yesterday. Blackburn is
so
now
square.
We're talking about gas can. Blackburn is the gas can. Lefty, it's a night game. As we know, Oakland plays better during the day, so they got their win.
Not a lefty?
No, Montgomery is. Yeah. Blackburn, they got their win yesterday versus on a day game. Oakland plays much better during the day. This is the Sunday night baseball game. Yankees won 13 in a row. All right, they gave them game yesterday. Now they get Blackburn. Blackburn sucks. I watched him pitch the 3-4 starts he had this year, and the guy barely strikes NBA out, pitching contact, and pitching contact versus stacked Yankees lineup is going to be disaster. I think the Yankees friggin' smash here.
Love it. Now, is that like Yankee fan Joey speaking, or is that like
that's win 13 of your last 14 games?
You see, this is the irrational.
I mean, look at the lineup. LeMahieu, Rizzo, Judge, Gallo, Stanton, Voit. I mean, that is a murderer's row. Not even counting Urshela is back. Gary Sanchez.
The older version of me would have happily argued with you here. I've learned the hard way about passionate fans, and you just kind of
you can go. You like Oakland? You like Holden? We could have a head-to-head like me and Holden do. This could be our first head-to-head.
Yeah, do it. Do it. You know what, JJ? This is head-to-head. I'm on your side, JJ. Fuck the Yankees.
I no longer want to be on. I no longer want to be on Oakland in this.
All right, I'm off of this now. You get back on it.
No, but Joey's right. You can't look. The Yankees lost one game, sure, and I'll be honest. They put a little pressure on them late, right? A little 2-run homer from Judge. This is a confident team, and sure, they might go down as like a chalky-ish play with the Yanks, but either way, they are playing extremely confident right now, and they have a chance to win this division, right? So no reason for them to kind of rest on their laurels from the loss yesterday. And they're a tough team to want to fade. Look, you can fade them, but that's a tough team to want to jump in front of right now.
Okay, we're done with the show. Hit the like button on the way out. JJ, will you please plug the site one more time?
Yeah, of course. So if you enjoyed the show, of course, like the video, subscribe to our channel if you are not already. And yeah, head over to runpurebets.com. Check us out and be sure to join the Discord if you sign up. The Discord's, definitely one of the more popular pieces of what comes with the service. And busy week for us all. Obviously, like I said, we have U.S. Open. College football starts in the back half of the week. Spread's going to be going through a lot of tennis as well. Joey will have more baseball this week. I'll still have my baseball play for Monday. But again, there'll be a lot of plays on the sheet this week. So be sure to hop in. Again, you could just best 25 off, get you 25% off. It'll literally, if you wanted to just sign up for the week, it'll literally cost you like $12, if that. So we definitely recommend you pop into the site and sign up. And of course, check out the DFS end as well. There's content on the DFS end every day. And the Discord over there is just crazy day in and day out. So be sure to check us out. But as always, folks, gamble responsibly. Be sure to stay safe. And 1 week from today, we'll know who won the bowling matchup, Joey.
That's right. Next Saturday, we'll be here. We'll bowl. And then Sunday, we'll have the show. I don't know if I'm going to be available to make the show, but either way, I'm going to record a video and give you a play.
You'll have to see
and
it.
some jabber.
You'll have to see it.
I want to root for you, JJ, but I think you're going to lose, so I'm not going to bother.
I mean, you can still root for him if you think he's going to lose.
No,
it's like your bets. It's like your bets. You root for him, but you still think they're going to lose.
For a loser. I'm not gonna do it.
No, but I'm excited to play. And look, I'm excited to play with a guy who puts up 200s on the reg. I mean, that's out of my range. So
it should be fun. It's fun. It'll be fun. Nice to see JJ in person. Maybe we could get Keg to come out. I know he's close. That would be nice, but it is what it is. Great time management, I like to say, by both of you today. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right, guys. As always, stay safe, gamble responsibly, and we'll be back next week. Run pure.